Well, hello, welcome to Click Spotlight and Click Spotlight at the Data Revolution Tour. And I've got the very great pleasure of having Adam Mayer with me. Now, Adam, you've set up this system, the Bionic Battle, and with your very good friend Daniel Lumkeman. I've got that right? Yes, welcome, Daniel. So tell us a little bit about why you're doing this, if it's not just for fun, so you can make, I don't know, bots or whatever.
For fun, John, entirely for fun. But yeah, no, what we're doing is we thought we'd take, if you remember the IoT racetrack that we had a couple of years back, so this is really an extension of that. That was built around an IoT ecosystem, so we've pretty much taken that IoT or infrastructure technology, so it's all built on standard IT technology, and we thought it'd be fun to sort of pay a bit of homage to something like BattleBots or Robot Wars, depending which side of the...
And they've certainly been in the wars this morning, haven't they?
They have been in the wars as well, but we thought it'd be fun to do that, and obviously gamify data. So we've had some great quotes, and it was mentioned in the data literacy project this morning about making data less scary, and this is certainly one way of doing that. So what we've done is created 3D printed bots. We've taken the game concept of bionic battles, so emphasis on the BI. Nice.
See what you did there. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And we're calling the bots themselves Statoids, just to give them Statoids, an extra bit of a character.
You had to shoehorn that one in, didn't you? Statoids into the world.
But what we're doing is you can apply any kind of game to it. So here, because it's football season, rugby season, we thought we'd bring in a game of football.
So you've got some. I think you might not be able to see it. I'll do a bit of film later just to show it properly. So you've got 3 bots in there, and you've got the 2 balls.
Yeah. So the idea being is that you can play against each other. So they're remote control. So whoa, Daniel, I caught on camera. That's why.
Bit of scenery malfunction. It's all good, all good.
We're editing it out later. He's having a roll.
So this is going to be in the off cuts later on.
So yeah, should we take that one again?
No, I'm leaving that one in. That's perfect. That's what we want. It's warts and all. Okay, so
so we got the Statoids in there, and the idea being is that you can have a little game of football. You can gain and score points by getting the ball over the line, and because it's BattleBots and rugby, kind of homage, you can try tipping over your opponent and then win by default for a knockout. So you can play against the clock there. But what we've got is a kind of God's eye thing up there, which is a webcam, and we're using visual. If it's not broken now, we're using visual analytics, which has mapped out the area of the arena, and it can actually track each Statoid's movements. And so we're capturing the flow, and obviously we're capturing points and all that kind of stuff. And if you sign up to it, we can associate a Statoid to you, right? So then we can start building up a leaderboard. So all that data is captured and put into a ClickSense app. Yeah. So we're building up a kind of leaderboard, but we're also picking up the movement flow. So we're using a little bit of mapping, potential to use geoanalytics to see the movement flows and all that kind of stuff. And that is a good, fun way of sort of seeing your data, trying to understand it and start surfacing patterns. And really this is the first generation, so there's a lot more scope to develop it further.
I reckon the next bit we should do is actually do some film of me and you having a go with that. So shall we cut and go to live action?
We could. Before we do that though, the one thing I did forget to mention is there's a camera on those sort of Statoids. So to make it even more entertaining for your viewers, we can actually don the VR goggles like you get with drones, and you can see through the eyes of your Statoids and make us look redonkulous.
I'm pretty stoked. So let's do this. Adam, we've now had a go on the BattleBots, and I lost miserably, but it's a wonderful way of actually showing how you can use data. It can be a bit of fun as well. So what's next then for this?
What's next? Well, as I said, this is kind of like the first outing. Originally, we started in Paris. We've got this one for the Data Revolution Tour, and then it's going to be in Amsterdam as well. So it's got a lot of scope. Once we've collected all this data, there's lots of different things we could do. One aspect of it is bringing the AI piece into it and actually using the movement data to have a kind of AI-controlled Statoid that you can play against. We could take it even a step further and bring in...
You're battling against a computer, in effect, then. So you do that way.
Human versus machine. We could take it a step further and actually start bringing on augmented intelligence insights in as well, which was always the game plan. So finding ways of using the cognitive engine to surface out relevant insights in the data to maybe come up with like best practices or best ways to win a game. So we're thinking about other games we could do is like a maze game, and that could work out quite well. We've got capability, you've seen the heads-up display kind of thing. We've got capability to overlay click sense information in there. So we're looking at how we can do that and bring that out. So it's really got quite a lot of scope. The other thing is that we've designed it to be packaged up, so other areas of Click can use this, our partners can use it, and our customers can use it as well. So it's got scope to be a kind of open source community project as well, so that's quite exciting. We've got a lot of interest in...
Let me give you my 5 pence. What I think you do, have you ever watched the Alien films? Do you remember the gloaters that they had, that they could move on the We should do a Robot Wars kind of, where you actually put a Click person into one of those outfits and do that. That'll be a lot of fun.
That'll be a lot of fun as well. But before we get there, another thing we are doing is talking to our technology partners as well. So we just had some really interesting discussions with ping alerting, and we're looking at ways that once we get your scores on the doors, as it were, we can not only send you those scores, but should something change in the leaderboard, you can then get an alert that you've been knocked off the leaderboard, you want to come back.
So during the event, then people could go off, and then you could then tell them whether actually they're no longer in first, they've dropped out.
Exactly. So ping alerting, are really interesting. That we're talking to now. Hopefully we'll have something for the Amsterdam trip, and then we'll regroup. We'll see how this has gone, and then the next ambition is to do something along. There may be a couple of third-party events we'll go to, but definitely go big, go large for Click World coming up, which used to be.
Of course, Click World, because was it the skiing you did last time on the Click World?
So this is a greater part of the innovation team. So I'll be working with Katie and Ray Real, and hopefully Arturo from Chuck's team, but we'll be working with the demo team as well, really flashing it out. And we're also going to have an interest in another robot theme called the Bot Boxer, which is from the same...
Bot
Boxer. So this is an AI-controlled punch bag, essentially. But we'll be able to draw out more on that. We're just starting talking to that's brought to you by the same guys who's done the ski sim, and we'll see what sort of stuff we can do with that.
Surely that should be the Click Bot Boxer.
The Click Bot Boxer, yeah. Yes. It's their product, but it will be kind of like analytics by Click.
Right, okay.
Definitely.
Fabulous. Well, it's been a lot of fun, and loads of people, like I say, they've taken a bit of damage, those bots, haven't they? So people are interested, and great that you can combine that with Click and the analytics side of it. So I will look forward to what goes on in Click World, and what's the next thing you'll come up with, Adam? That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
Onwards and upwards. Thank you, John. Been a pleasure.